everybody, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where today, folks, the Toronto Blue Jays have just won their first series of the 2023 campaign. Let's go. Yeah, everyone just relish in this moment right here where we can be satisfied and not panicked about the potential collapse of the Toronto Blue Jays, like I know we all were so concerned, right? And our rotation, oh, so much concern. Oh no, but not this week. This week they came out and they played, ladies and gentlemen, and so did the Bats. And there's a lot to talk about. So in this one, guys, kind of trying a new thing right now. Hope y'all enjoy it. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to break down every single game in this series, talk about the key takeaway from each game, and take a look at the players' stats, how they're doing, and maybe if we have time at the end, look forward to the Angels series ahead. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Adam Peddle. Nick is not here right now. He is actually going home for Easter, so happy Easter to everybody out there. So woo, give a big shout out for family and friends and wine, hopefully you have a lot of wine there, Nick, and because you deserve it, man. All right, guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the content. So obviously, Blue Jays, they take the 3 out of 4 of this series, but let's go all the way back to Monday, where they lost their first game, where all of us were in the pits after we saw a really bad start from Jose Barrios. So let's go right over here and look at that box score, folks. 5-9 was the final score, and we dropped to 1-3. We had the same record as the Kansas City Royals. And in this game, the offense was there. I mean, guys, like Bichette had 2 knocks. You had, where's Chapman? He had 2 and 2 for 3, right? Everyone got, like, pretty much contributed all up and down the lineup, but it was just, obviously, the pitching. We fell behind so early in this game. 3 runs in the first. Like, I wasn't even watching the game. I was coming home from work, and bam! 3 runs immediately in the first inning, and then it looked like Barrios quieted down. He got himself back. He composed himself, and then 4 runs in the fourth. It was just not good. Let me just make sure y'all can see this. That's great news. And it was not good. He ended up going 5 2/3 inning pitched, giving up 8 earned runs because he did give up another run here in the 6th inning after being pulled. Not a good start. Not a good start for Jose Barrios, and it wasn't a good start for him last year. And, the question is, do we panic? Well, here's the thing. He had an entire year last year to prove that, like, this was just a one-off thing in the early going last year, and he didn't. It was inconsistent the entire year. It's the same story. He showed flashes that he was really dominant, and then all of a sudden, he would just give up a bunch of runs. And I want to take a look at exactly what he did with his pitches here, folks. So, Jose Barrios, let me just zoom in a little bit because I know y'all were asking me to zoom in on some of these like little detail stats here. So, there we go. Jose Barrios, and I love Savant right now because you can get it right away. Like a look at all the metrics and everything. But right now, this guy's sitting at expected batting average of .319. Obviously, shortened sample size, they destroyed him. But if you take a look at where he was throwing his pitches, the slurve, he was locating it pretty good. Like, pretty good heat map right there with that slurve. The 4-seam fastball, this is something to note, everybody. That was right there, down the heart, pretty much middle most of the time. But here's another thing. The sinker he threw 23% of the time. That's in on the hands. That's going to lefties. That's going outside to righties. That's kind of where you want to put it. But it was getting destroyed. A lot of pitches. And the changeup, pretty much exactly where you want to put it. And so you might be scratching your head like, what's going on? Threw a ton more slurves, less 4-seamers, less sinkers, less changeups in that game. So, that's what he's been trying to do. And that's what I made in a video saying this guy's got to throw less fastballs, which is crazy to say. But it did not work, everybody, because if you keep going down here and you look at, where is it here? I believe it's the contact. Yes, right here. No, that's the vertical break. Right over here, everybody. I think I got to zoom out just a tad so y'all can see this. Apologies for the little bit of a jarring movement right here. It took me all the way down. I don't know why I did that. Right here in 2023, the slurve Hey, batting average at 111. Expected batting average 222. That's why he threw it so many times. But you still cannot abandon your four-seam fastball. That it was hit for expected batting average of 428. 428. A hard hit percentage of 83.3, folks. Like, that right down the middle is getting destroyed. He's got to drop his four-seamer. I'm sorry. We've seen this story before, guys. Look at the four-seamer last year. Expected batting average of 308. The slugging of 576. And the actual batting average was a lot higher at 349. And the batting average this year was so far 429. It is just not off to a good start. I guess you could try to make some adjustments, but it's just not working here, folks. Stick with the sinker. 237. Changeup, you didn't throw that much, so we can't really work with it. Just drop it, man. You gotta drop it. It is just not been working, and I'm kind of honestly tired of the same old story over and over again, folks. Let me see some of your comments here. While we go in between these games. We got Mesa isn't bad. Mesa is a flat out bad in key situations. So we got some people talking about Mesa in here. I want to hear your thoughts about Jose Barrios, guys. Jose Barrios, it's concerning. I've said it time and time again. I'm going to continue to say it time and time again. Drop the four-seamer, man. You don't have to throw a four-seamer. A lot of pitchers throw sinkers and two-seamers. You can get away with it, man. Just become a sinker baller, you know. Maybe add a little two-seamer right in there. You're good. You're good. So that game ended 5-9. We were in the pits. We were getting pretty sad. Moving on to Wednesday. Over here, we got a little bit of momentum, right? Because of the coach, man. Fear the beard, baby. Kikuchi with a great start on this season. Total flip of the script. Kikuchi comes out here, pitches a gem for Kikuchi for standards. Let's be honest. 5 innings, only 3 hits, only 1 walk. That's huge. 2 strikeouts. Who cares? He gave up the 1 home run. And it looked like in I believe it was the second inning, after he had a clean first, in the second inning, he gives up the solo homer, then he gives up a single, and then he had a wild pitch that advanced the runner. At this point, I remember looking exactly right at Nick and saying, oh no, here we go again, you know, as I bet we all were probably thinking. But no, he calmed down, he got out of the inning, and he proceeded to put out 3 scoreless innings. And Kikuchi did absolutely excellent. And the eyeball test looked really, really good. He was commanding that fastball. He was using that cutter in situations that we haven't seen before. Flipping over here. Yeah, the expected ERA, whatever. It looked good on paper. Or look good with the eyeball test. Slider was good. Four-seamer was, you know, it was kind of up and down all over, but that's kind of how you want to use your four-seamer, to be honest. And then the changeup, I don't know. I think they put his cutter within his four-seamer or slider. I think they're calling his slider his cutter. I think so. Yeah, I think they're calling us. No, they have a cutter here, which doesn't make much sense because he was definitely using a lot more. But, excellent job from Yusei Kikuchi. And here's what I like to note. He dropped his four-seamer a little bit more and throwing a little bit more slider. And I honestly, I think this is a little bit confusing because when I saw on my eyeball test, it looked like he was throwing that cutter a little bit more. So I think that's got to be a combination of two. But I like it. And they're doing a great job, man. Honestly, what they did in the offseason with him has been working. And if you take a look at the expected numbers right here, folks, right here. The expected numbers are high for that slider, but we haven't got damaged. And that's all I care about. And it's a good enough sample size. Look, run value, -1. So I'll take it. For our number 5, for Yusei Kikuchi, I'm going to take it. He was the man of the hour. And on the offense, who else other than Matt Chapman? 3 for 4. Absolutely bringing it with an RBI. Varsho 2 for 4. Varsho had a really nice series. And it started here. Kiermaier 2 for 4. And I think Varsho also got the homer in this game. Yeah, he got the homer in this game. Kiermaier's been impressive. We're going to take a look at all the batter stats at the end of this, folks. But highlighting the pitchers right here. Great job. Romano with the save, second of the season. You love to see it. Right now we got 53 people in here watching, guys. If you haven't already, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button for the Blue Jays. We won this series. We absolutely love it. We got Strike saying no way Barrios can be sent down even though he's been bad. He's saying he doesn't have any options to be sent down. You send him down, you got to DFA him. So I don't even know if you can. I straight up don't know. Someone who knows contracts better than me, let me know. But I know when you go to FanGraphs, there's no options. So I don't think you can. But yeah, let's move on. Now we're 2-3. We're feeling hot. And now we got the big boy, Alek Manoah. He's taking the mound in game number 3. And guess what, folks? A W comes right here. We go 3-3 now on the season, evening it up. A beautiful game of pitching. Beautiful game of pitching from Alek Manoah. Absolute masterclass. This guy is amazing. He goes 7 innings, 4 walks. That was a concern. I will say that right now. There was some command issues because it looked cold. And I want to take a look here. His velocity was way down. It was way down. This is the number right here on this stat of yearly miles per hour average. Slider was down. Sinker was down. Four-seamer was almost 2 miles per hour down. Changeup was down. We didn't see that in the first game, I don't think. I think we would have clocked that. But maybe it was because it was cold. I don't know. Maybe he was working on some command. I don't know. Just something to note. And, 5 strikeouts. Great bounce back game. And then you have Eric Swanson and Romano close it out. That seems like to be a good situation for the two of them. That's why I brought in Swanson for those situations in I believe it was a save situation. Yeah, in the 8th, it was a save situation from that point on. So good. That's the save combo right there. Swanson, you're going to see Bass in there too. And then Romano gets his 3rd save. 2 in a row. Absolutely love it. And what the Jays do on offense, it was a very quiet night, and I was a little worried that Manoah would get the run support. But then I believe there was a RBI by, I think it was Matt Chapman. Again, so hot, but it was supposed to be a double play. But you had Bobby Witt Jr. who threw a ball in the dirt. He kind of rushed the throw a little bit, so he gifted us there. But then I think later on, I forget who it was. Merrifield, he gets an RBI, or he gets a hit. Excuse me. Who got the RBIs here? It was Guerrero, right? I remember that. Chapman with an RBI single. I remember that. Great job. And again, who else is here? Varsho absolutely popping off. 3 for 4. His batting average goes up to 333. Absolutely love to see it. And then the final game, folks, was today. And this was awesome. There's some things I want to bring out, but why was it awesome? Because the bats, you really start to see, after a great series, who starts to get hot. Bo's still hot. He's batting now 324. Guerrero, he's hot. He hits his 2nd homer. Forgot to mention the game before. He hit his 1st homer. And then that's who it was. Thank you for reminding me, guys. That's who it was in the last game. Guerrero hits a homer. And in this one, he hits his 2nd homer. Varsho again with another multi-hit game. He's hitting 357. No Springer. He's been kind of quiet a little bit. 241, not like super quiet. But he was out, he's getting a day off. Matt Chapman gets another hit. Merrifield gets a hit. He got moved up a little bit. Belt, I will say, has been a little bit disappointing. He's been striking out quite a lot. Don't know if it's something lingering, if he's not up to game speed. Don't know, but I'll be honest, boys and girls, time to ride the pine a little bit, Belt, until we gotta play the hot hands, you know? And I gotta give Biggio credit because he also hit a homer in this game. You know, I've been chirping Biggio. Same with Nick. We've been kind of chirping Biggio, but Biggio showing a little bit of pop, hitting 231. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. And then the Springer did come in defensively. And Kiermaier, great. He actually stretched like a single into a double and then scored. I believe it was on a Bichette single, if I'm not mistaken. So absolutely love that. So great job there. Now and Gausman, I can't forget to mention Gausman. He went 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, absolute masterclass. Gausman is 0 ERA, 12 innings pitched to start the season, folks. That's incredible. We all forgot. We all were thinking about Yusei Kikuchi and how good he's been in the spring training. But in spring training, Gausman didn't give up a single earned run, folks, and he still hasn't given up a single earned run into the regular season. So this is awesome. Gausman could be our best pitcher by the end of the year, which is kind of crazy to say because we got a lot of good pitchers. Bass comes out, was great. Now, Trevor Richards was the conversation when I was on the bus coming back home. I was seeing the updates. I understand why they put Trevor Richards in. You're up by 6, right? At this point in the 8th. You're just looking at a guy. You don't want to use any of your high-end guys because you already used, Swanson and you already used Bass. So, you put Richards out there. Okay, totally get it. Maybe he can eat some innings. He doesn't. He doesn't eat a single out. 3 earned runs, not that good. Meza comes in, gets 2 hits off of him. Then Garcia comes in. Then we had to bring in the big boys, unfortunately. And Simber gets the save. Remember him? He got a few saves for us last year too. He gets the save. So bullpen, a little bit of a hiccup right there, but it was not our best guys. However, I will say this. It is concerning to me, and it's been concerning, that Meza is our only left-handed relief pitcher. And I saw some of you in the chat talking about it, that Simber, or Meza, excuse me, is our only, like, he's bad, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing, man. He's kind of forced into a lot of these situations, like, where he just has... Now, I wasn't watching the game, so I wasn't sure on who exactly he's facing in terms of his, like, lefty matchups. But you got to have another option, and we don't. So I don't know if that needs to be a move addressed at the deadline, like get a lefty relief pitcher. That would be a good move to make. I would love that. But I'm glad they pulled... I agree with Del Simmers. I'm glad they pulled Richards and Meza because, yeah, I agree. Del Simmers said Meza 4 batters, 4 strikeouts in the previous outing. Exactly. Sometimes you're going to have hiccups. But we definitely need another lefty. All right, guys. So I'm going to take a look at these batters right now, because we were just looking at all of the pitchers and all the stats. But man, oh man, Matt Chapman, man, is he on his way to an MVP? Like, we are, it's one of those things where you have a guy who's on a contract year, and you say, oh, well, typically guys on contract years, they play a lot better. That's expected. You hope they play better, but sometimes they don't. And right out of the gate, Matt Chapman's proving it. Vladdy! Oh, I've been dreaming of this start for Vladdy for quite some time. This is what we saw from Vladdy in 2021. He looks locked in. Same with Bo Bichette. Doesn't have the power coming through. 1 double, 1 homer. Still good. Not a ton of power. That's why the OPS is a little bit low. Not a ton of walks. Only has 1 walk. That's why the OPS is low. But the average, man, so good. And Dalton Varsho. Oh my God. He's popping off. He's got an OPS closing in on 1,000. He's our 3rd best hitter, I believe, in this lineup. And Kevin Biggio, got to give him some credit. He's been good. And then where is it? Kevin Kiermaier, man. This guy's got 8 knocks on the season, batting .381 in his limited ABs. I'm loving these additions. Again, Bell's got to do better, but man, I am not worried about this Blue Jays offense at all. It is, in fact, it is popping off right now. It is popping off. And I love it. And all we needed to see was the bounce back from the starters. We got the bounce back from the 2, or from Kikuchi and Manoah. But we got to see Bassett tomorrow. I'm not worried about Gosman. Bassett tomorrow in the Angels is going to be a definitely one to eye. And then we're going to see Jose Barrios again. Hopefully it's not a total disaster. And then on Sunday we got Kikuchi, and we're going to be going live for that, guys. So, guys, not worried at all. Jays are going to be fine. We're going to hopefully do some damage against the Angels. If we can grab 2 there, that would be dope. That would bring our record to 6-3 going into the homestand against Detroit to give you more W's. Absolutely love that. And guys, real quick shout out. I forgot to mention them because I kind of got into it. But this whole video was sponsored by Betway. And I want to give them a little bit of a light here. Time for a quick shout out to Betway. Betway is the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite teams. Betway is also in collaboration with iGaming Ontario. Must be 19 years older to participate. And guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content. Thank you, Adam. Well said. Yeah, Betway is bringing you all this baseball talk right now. So, guys, if you're interested in looking to make a good bet, go check out Betway. They are helping out the boys this season. They're going to be our season-long affiliates. So, yeah, shout out Betway. Absolute legends over there. But, guys, I want to know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about these Blue Jays in this past series, and what are you expecting this upcoming series? If you have a hot take like Barrios is going to bounce back or Barrios is going to get cut, I want to hear it in the comments down below. And guys, I'm so excited to watch baseball this Sunday. We're gonna be going live, so guys, stay tuned. 4 p.m. I believe it is. It's a later game because it's in the West Coast, but I can't wait to see y'all there. And as always, guys, go Jays, go!